Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Codename New to Vero 2. Hi, I'm your presenter, GIJoe. Wow. We're at issue number 4, ending Silent Option story. And it has been phenomenal. Wait till we finish issue number 4. It does not disappoint. Larry Hama has been on fire. And the excitement is because my mind is blown. You had the Death of Snake Eyes saga, the Dawn of the Rashikage, the Cobra War. So many stories that have happened in IDW that just proves that GIJoe is not dead, guys. If there's any time, now is the time to get back into GIJoe. And you should go to your comic book shop and demand, I don't see GIJoe here. Well, you need to get it here because it is really good. So, just to recap, we have issue 1, and this is the other cover for it. Issue number 2, issue number 3, and now issue number 4. And of course I go into the different cover variants, so on and so forth. But here's the other thing I wanted to point out. Yes, these are new characters. In the beginning of the mission, we had Torpedo and Alpine, and we had the 2 people that have taken on the Snake Eyes mantle. So you get a nice mixture of the old characters and the new. And the new characters are excellent. They do give us that old school feeling from the Marvel run. The reason why we collected as kids. Just the fact that they're new, they have the look, they have the feel. And there's another important issue I wanted to bring up. Alright, we all know that in Star Wars and in Marvel, the whole big controversy of Marvel and Lucasfilm shoving female characters down our throat. You have to like Rey. Why? We like Princess Leia, we like Scarlet, we liked the Riley from Aliens. There's in the history, it didn't matter as long as the story was good and it was captivating and engaging. That's all that matters. It doesn't matter of skin, gender, whatever. It has to be good. And it's arguably how you feel about the new Star Wars. Everybody knows I don't like it, but again, there's some people that do, and that's cool. But we have in this issue, we have the 3 new female characters. I totally forgot that they were female. That's how good it is. It doesn't matter. The storyline is what matters. And Larry Hama has done an excellent job bridging the gap. And I hope everybody out there, after you follow my channel and the storylines, you guys go out there and get your own copy. And we could do this together. So without further ado, let's jump into issue number 4, the final installment of Silent Option story. Here we go. Alright, like with every issue, we look at the different cover variants. I got cover A, and man, the combination of Diaz and Jagdish Kumar is phenomenal. I have been more than impressed. Ken Loth has also done a very good job, and he's the one who does the art in the backstory that we'll cover in a future episode. Guys, the combination of Hama's writing, Diaz, Kumar, Essel, Galan, this whole package recently has been phenomenal. Look at the artwork. It is so good that I can't even express how happy I am. So we ended last issue with Bomb Strike, Dawn Marino, and Helix going to Newark to intercept a possible human trafficking drop-off that they thought Elisa Buckman was smuggling children on a cargo plane. But what ended up being was a diversion, and the real threat was at Helix's foster parents' house. So they quickly had to change and are trying to head over to Helix's foster parents' house to stop Elisa Buckman and Firefly. This is cool. They talk about how Joe Colton started this program called Pulse Weapon Tracking System, and how Duke gave them the go-ahead to utilize it and it enables them to see into Helix's parents' house at the heat generated from everybody that's in the building. That's high-tech stuff. Meanwhile, at Helix's foster parents' house, Firefly and Elisa Buckman and their goons have already entered the house in search of her parents. They look all over and they notice that a cell phone was left behind. Now, Helix's parents aren't normal Harry and Tom. One is a former Secret Service operative, and the other is like a highly trained ninjutsu person. So they have a safe house where they're hiding in, and they're able to watch everything via the cameras to see their position. And they're just hoping that Helix gets them in time before they are discovered. Helix floors it, and I think she must have broken like 10 traffic laws. I mean, it's amazing no one died. She was just pedal to the metal. The other interesting is Firefly assessed the house, and she tells Elisa that, you know what, I don't think your goons are equipped to deal with the people that live here, just from looking at all the stuff around the house. The team finally arrives. Helix jumps out and warns everybody else, I'm taking no prisoners, and I don't blame her. If anybody messed with my parents, I'd be crazy too. But it's just interesting how they all come to her rescue and they come to her aid. Now, I want the viewers to pay attention to the art. Wow, I mean, just looking at Dawn Marino, the action of this is immaculate. At this point of the story, it dawned on me that all the characters are female, but who gives a crap? I mean, it's awesome. Look how Dawn is in this picture. See, as an old fan, you end up cheering on these guys like you would Scarlet or anybody else. Larry Hama's done an excellent job to bring these three new characters into your heart just like you would Scarlet, Duke, or anybody else. Now, what's impressive is these guys are, they're spot on. They have each other's back exactly at the right time. When one goes in, the other one's there for backup. It's amazing the efficiency that they work together and what they're doing. Now, the parents are in the safe house watching everything on camera. They're watching, look at Helix. She is just destroying everybody. And you could tell that Firefly and Elisa they're like, oh my god, this is bad. You know, we unleashed a lion. So we know Helix is already inside the house while Dawn and Bomb Strike are outside securing the perimeter. Again, look at this artwork of Dawn Marino. I mean, the action sequence, you can just feel it. Now, hardcore Snake Eyes fans, do those swords look familiar, guys? Yes, that's Snake Eyes' sword, the Morning Light, that Dawn was given. And if you, again, look at the action. It's showing that she is full circle. She is trained in all the Arashikage. The other thing is, these are all of Snake Eyes' prize people. Helix, Dawn Marino, Osmosis Lee, and of course Sean Collins. But again, even Bomb Strike, it's just an homage to how Stalker was with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow. That's the feeling I get. And it's wonderful because, yes, you have to go forward, guys. You know, those other characters are getting older, so it's good to add these new guys in. And it just feels like the old OG Marvel GIJoe characters. And you could see these Red Ninjas, they had no chance because these three women are just completely kicking ass. Like I said, Helix's parents are no slouches, so they're safe in the safe house, but they also have some booby traps around. So they timed it perfectly when a group of the thugs stepped in the right spot. They had planted a claymore, and then boom! Those criminals die a much-deserved death. Papa Helix comes out with a 12 gauge and just mows down the remaining of the thugs. You could see how all of a sudden the tables have turned and Helix and Firefly are like, oh shit, you know, we're on the wrong end of this. A neighbor calls in the cops, seeing all this stuff, so they're on their way. Helix is a woman possessed. She is just destroying every single thug that's in her way. And finally, she is there to confront Firefly and Elisa Buckman. And you could see they're like, tables are turned and they're like, it's your fault. No, it's your fault. And this is where, shit gets a little crazy. Now, the beautiful part is, from the backstory, we know that Helix was a loner and she never fit in. And in this whole series, we finally see Helix accepting her other family, the G.I. Joe family. And it is a family because they're there for each other. They're all for one. They show you what a team is, that through thick and thin, they're going to fight and die, or willing to die for a teammate. And that's what I think is beautiful. And you see they're keep pushing their way. They still have one more room to go. And Firefly and Elisa Buckman are like, all right, this game is up. She tells Firefly, do something. Because you got Helix's parents killing Red Ninjas. And then you got Helix and her team just going through them like butter. And even Helix's mom she's a ninja expert. And you see, she just takes a sign and makes quick work of this Red Ninja. So finally, they meet up with the parents. They see that they're okay. And then you see Elisa and Firefly bickering, arguing, blaming each other for what. And then all of a sudden, Firefly shoots Elisa Buckman in the face. I mean, that is crazy. You see, he blows half her face off. And then, because of that, Helix has to actually open up her trachea. And Bomb Striker's like, whoa, 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 because she thinks she's going to kill her. And then, she's like, I want her to live and suffer for what she did. So she takes the high road, and everyone's like, a big sigh of relief. Because, Helix is a wild card. And even, you see Dawn, just that friendship between her that's developing. It's probably going to develop a little bit more. So by this time, Bomb Strike looks out and see the whole place is surrounded by SWAT team members. So I don't know why they didn't go out and just say, hey, we're G.I. Joe. But they actually they hide in the safe room away from the SWAT team. And, the parents say, hey, we had intruders. We just, protected ourselves and whatever. And we had to kill to save our own lives. So defending our house. And of course the cops have to side with that. But they make fun. They're like, man, these people picked the wrong house to mess with. And that's an understatement. And you see the last thing that they're bonding together and, they've connected. Hey, wasn't that excellent or what? And don't forget, guys, that we still have the Sierra Morte storyline to cover. We also have the regular run of A Real American Hero. And I'm actually going to go back because remember I hinted that Helix's backstory was 2-3 pages in each single episode of Silent Options. Well, I'm going to cover that in its own entirety. So I think that'll be interesting to learn more about Agent Helix. We also have the G.I. Joe yearbook, and that is really good as well. So stay tuned, and I'll see you next time on New to GIJoe 2. Take care.